"How's the newest addition to the family?" Lorraine, Rain to her friends, Gilster asked, as she greeted Roy Burbank on the doorstep of the modest, two-story stone house that he and his wife Chloe had finished renovating and occupying barely a month before their son Jeremiah had been born. Fintidean houses looked a lot like their counterparts back on Earth. They were both designed for and occupied by humans. Human anatomy drives many design decisions, and since Fintidean humans, many called them Finties, and Terrans were the same, so were their housing needs. Nonetheless, Rain continued to be surprised at how similar this strain of humanity was to its distant cousins back on Earth. They'd been separated for tens of thousands of years, but in all that time, they hadn't diverged all that much. Roy had the look of a tired but proud father on his face. Of course, this was another common trait between the two strains of humanity. And since both Roy and Rain were of the same strain, they had voyaged to Proxima Centauri b from Earth together less than a year ago, the cross-cultural similarities of one's parenthood had not been more than a passing thought. "He's healthy, especially his lungs. That boy can cry. Makes his older sister want to run out of the house screaming herself," Roy said, a big grin breaking out as he spoke. "It's good to see you, Rain. Is Mac with you?" he asked, looking past Rain and out into the yard. She and the Samaritan's chief medical doctor, Dr. Maxim Kopylova, had met aboard ship on the journey from Earth to Proxima Centauri b, and married less than a year after arrival. The pair had the approval of everyone who knew them from aboard the ship. Not that that mattered to either of them. They were definitely a good match. "I hope you're not disappointed, but he had to stay at work this afternoon. A lot of kids are coming down with the sniffles and, well, the locals still prefer to have their precious little darlings seen by the more technologically advanced Terran medical doctor, rather than one of their own. I can understand that for serious illnesses, but for the sniffles? Come on. The local doc is a lot more experienced diagnosing the various flavors of the common cold circulating here than an Earth doctor." "As we, of all people, should know very well after what we all went through this last year, I'm beginning to think we should rename this world the Planet of the Sick Head. I think we all had one big, symbiotic, intelligent sinus infection most of the year," Roy said jokingly, while instinctively rubbing the side of his nose as he spoke.